demonstration. But they are as loud as the pro-Palestinian marches have kept a steady rhythm for a year.
Hi guys, thank you very much for coming back to my channel. To those new, thank you for stopping by. 500 years ago, William Shakespeare, a playwright, an English playwright, famous playwright, poet and actor himself, written approximately 39 plays. He once said, "The world is a stage." It's quite hard to fathom at the time, assuming what they said was meant to be just for the actor, for people who work on the stage, stage production, acting, and so on. Turn out what they said 500 years later, we see it today. What they meant then, anyone could be actor. Anything could be seen as theatre or stage production, although they are real. And London turned to be the right place for it. Anything that happened overseas could be expressed in the city of London, plus what is happening already in the United Kingdom itself, or what's happening in London. And of course, add into that, we have seen so many events in London, protesters, street performers, buskers. Anyone can express the view in the city of London. This is the beauty of London. So what William Shakespeare said 500 years ago turned to be correct. Now, in the recent event, things also could happen overseas, but people gathering in London to express their concern and their views about what's happening abroad. I'll give you one example. On the 7th of October 2023, there was Hamas attack, kidnapped and slaughtered many of the Jewish people. There was huge celebration abroad in Palestine, in Gaza, and so on. But I'm not here to discuss about political view, or who right or who wrong. I'm not on either side. I'm only talking about that reflect what William Shakespeare said, that said the world is a stage. So just check this video after the attack on the Jewish people by the Hamas. Now, after the attack, there were retaliation from the Israeli government. And of course, people come to London chanting, "Free Palestine." As I said, I'm not here to discuss about who right or who wrong. I'm going to discuss about to reflect what William Shakespeare said 500 years ago. Turned out what they said were right. The world is a stage. London is become like the world global stage for everyone to express the views, the concern, the expression, and so on. Now, look at this.
Free, free Palestine! That will live forever! In our thousands, in our millions! We are all Palestinians! Free Palestine! What do we want? Ceasefire!
This was the 20th demonstration.
We are all Palestinians!
Palestinian marches have kept a steady rhythm for a year now. Perhaps louder. But also because that conflict has now widened. These signs are new. Hands off Lebanon. That's partly because this was to mark a year of the conflict.
Thousands of people streaming past. They're being kept apart. These are organisers for the pro-Palestine march. I'll keep them. But they are really eye to eye here.
that as a terrorist organisation.
Yeah, they do.
So no, not the whole world doesn't.
Those confrontations continued in isolated pockets along the route. The feeling on both sides is
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
waiting for them down the road, a smaller pro-Israel demonstration.
On the 8th of October, they started rocket attacks on Israel. They are the aggressor. 70,000 Israelis have had to leave their homes. There are fires raging throughout the whole of northern Israel, and we don't hear any about it.
But making a very, very loud noise, very, very passionate. The pro-Israel side come out to make sure that their feelings are known too.
A charge Israel and the US completely reject. No common ground here, even thousands of miles away from conflict.
Terrorist supporters of our streets.
The marches have been controversial from the start, and they remain so. The organisers say Israel is committing genocide, and there was no mention of the Israeli hostages still being held by Hamas.
On Saturday in opposing demonstrations. The first, called Unite Axley Lennon, known by the pseudonym Tommy Robinson. Flags and banners reading, "When will the government act for the British?" As official figures on Saturday showed the number of asylum seekers crossing.
They've got no problem with immigrants, but illegal immigrants I have.
Say their number includes racists, far-right supporters, and soccer hooligans bent on violence.
You know, if you come out for a march or whatever, they call you far right, you know, and it's all wrong. I mean, we're not far right, we're just normal British people.
Refugees are welcome here.
Meanwhile, a counter-protest of anti-racism campaigners and trade unionists also gathered on the streets of London carrying banners saying, "Refugees welcome," and smashed the far right.
When was it announced that the street would be shut down, sir? You're the sergeant, aren't you? I don't think these guys were expecting it.
Society, I also believe it is crucial to maintain, and Europe as a whole. As a Londoner, I all too often stamp, in my view, of occupation on the city, occasionally down streets and traffic in London. Despite Transport for London, Metropolitan Police took out their batons on the native and peaceful.
On top of these political agendas or what's happening around the world, London also a place where there are, first of all, Notting Hill Carnival, Chinese New Year, you have a Diwali, and many more, and a religious gathering, celebration, and many things. And we have the street performers, the speaker corner, where people can express their view about what's happening in the world. But today, the speaker corner has been taken over by religious preachers. So London is always something going on in there. So it's always interesting. It's become a part of the MP theatre, become a free for access for everyone, free for everyone to come and view. There's some funny, could be serious, you name it. Just London is a world stage. So Shakespeare was right.
Now, what's more important about the God we worship or so-called prophecies here and there? What's more important?
Well, I'll answer you. It's truth. Like, for example, if Allah says anything wrong in the Quran
about him,
anything,
yeah.
If he says anything,
what's the concept of God?
Yeah, well, okay. Can God be wrong about anything?
Let me answer.
No, it's a yes or no, please, because it's my turn to speak.
You want me to answer?
Right, hold on.
In a controlled.
I got you. Hold on. Can God be wrong in anything?
No.
Can God be wrong about anything?
Let me answer.
It's a yes or no, so I can continue.
Do you want me to answer?
No.
Now, looking at the life of William Shakespeare, he written about 39 plays, and he said things that beyond his time. I'm not quite sure where to put him as an individual. Should I put him as a prophet, or should I put him as categorize him as an artist? This is for you to judge. But the way I see the definition of a prophet is someone who could prophesy things, who done some miracle. And I'm not sure what miracle Shakespeare did, but he did certainly prophesy things that's happening right now. For example, he wrote 39 plays, and a lot of these plays translated to many different languages around the world, and turn out to be his film like made like billions of dollars in revenue in translation or turn into movies. He did that, and also prophesied that the war is a stage, and we see happening today around the world. Or is he an artist who see the world differently and creatively? He knew what would happen based on his artistic mindset. But to me, I think he fall to the latter. I don't know what you think, but I think William Shakespeare is an artist who sees things. And just the question though, what if he said God sent him the message to write that 39 plays? Or what if he said God told him what would happen? The war is a stage. Maybe some people might believe him, but again, as I said, I think he's just an artist. Thank you for watching.